You hatch in open water and immediately start sinking. Not swimming, sinking. Like a stone. Around you, hundreds of siblings tumbling through darkness. Your body is building a calcite shell right now, cell by cell, getting heavier every second. You're a starfish relative designed to crawl, not swim. But you hatched up here where food exists. Now you're just falling, uncontrolled. A comb jelly drifts past. Its mouth opens. 15 siblings disappear inside. You watch their transparent bodies get pulled into its throat. Still alive, still moving. Being digested while you tumble past. More predators appear. A small jellyfish wraps tentacles around 3 siblings. Their bodies convulse as venom pumps in. They're still hatching half in their eggs when the stinging starts. You tumble past corpses now, dozens of them. Hollow egg cases, half-formed bodies. The water column is a graveyard of everything that hatched in the last hour. You keep sinking. The light fades. 100 feet, 200, 300. Colder, darker, the pressure increasing. You can feel it pressing on your shell, making it harder to move your tiny paddles. Most larvae swim before their shells get too heavy, but what finally kills this one will prove 45 tentacles can't fix what evolution broke. You're falling toward a Silurian seafloor 400 feet down, 430 million years in the past. Your body is building the exact skeleton that guarantees you'll never swim again. You hit bottom hard, sink 3 inches into mud that smells like rot and decay. No light, zero. You've fallen below where sunlight reaches. This is absolute darkness. This is where you'll spend the rest of your life. Your shell is still growing. You try to swim upward. Your tiny paddles beat. You rise 1 inch, 2 inches, then sink. Your shell is too heavy. You try again. Same result. After 20 attempts, you're exhausted, sitting in mud in absolute darkness. Stuck here, permanently. A swimming creature trapped on the seafloor because your skeleton betrayed you. Something moves in the mud. A eurypterid pulls from the sediment. 6 feet of segmented body. Spined legs, compound eyes, a sea scorpion, Silurian apex predator. It turns towards you. You flatten completely against the mud. Press your shell down. Stop moving. Stop breathing. The eurypterid walks over you. Its belly scrapes your shell. Spined legs stab into mud inches away. Then it keeps walking. You stay flat 10 minutes after it leaves. You just learned, predators hunt by movement. Stay still, survive. But you still can't swim. Still trapped. Still starving. Food is 400 feet above you. Your body starts changing, new structures forming. Not muscles, not fins, something different. Skip forward 3 weeks. Your body transformed into something that solves one problem by creating 10 worse ones. 45 tentacles. Not like octopus arms, rigid tubes covered in calcite plates, radiating like a nightmare flower. Each one is your body length, each one armored, each connected to tubes inside your shell. Hydraulic system. Canals filled with water connecting each tentacle. Squeeze muscles. Water pumps in, tentacle extends. Release. It contracts, like operating 45 water balloons, except they're your legs. You try to move. Wrong tentacles extend. You tilt left. Overcorrect. Tilt right. Collapse sideways into mud. Your shell hits hard. You lie there. Tentacles splayed at wrong angles. Again. Different muscles. 3 tentacles shoot out. Your body flips backward. You're upside down now. Shell pressed into mud. Tentacles waving uselessly above you. It takes 5 minutes of random squeezing to flip yourself back over. Again. This time 5 tentacles extend, but they're all on one side. You spin in a complete circle and collapse. Again. Tentacles extend at different lengths, some too long, some too short. You're wobbling like a broken table. Again, and again, and again. 6 hours of this. 6 hours of falling, collapsing, flipping, spinning. Your muscles burning from constant squeezing. Your body exhausted from trying to figure out which combination of 45 tentacles will actually hold you upright. Finally, 3 longest tentacles plant like tripod legs. Body rises 1 inch. Shell balances. The other 42 tentacles wave in current, searching for food. You're standing. After 6 hours, you've figured out the most basic function of your body. Then you try walking. Extend tentacle forward. Plant it. Try to pull yourself. Hydraulic pressure too weak. You don't move. Try harder. Tentacle collapses. You face plant. Different approach. Extend. Plant. Shift weight. Retract back tentacle. Extend it forward. Plant. Shift. 3 inches in 5 minutes. A nearby worm crawls past at triple your speed. But worse, the system requires constant pressure. Keep muscles squeezed or tentacles collapse. Can't rest, can't sleep, can't stop concentrating. A crustacean drifts past. You extend feeding tentacles. Too slow. It drifts away. Another one. You're ready. You grab it. Pull to mouth. Swallow. 30 calories. You just burned 29, catching it. 1 calorie gained. This is your life. Burning energy to power a system that barely catches enough food to power the system. Water changes. Current shifts. Something large moving. A nautiloid appears. 10 feet of coiled shell. Hunting tentacles probe the mud. You try to run. Your hydraulic legs move like cold honey. Nautiloid tentacle touches your shell. You freeze. Every muscle locked. Hydraulic pressure held constant. The tentacle probes 3 seconds, testing if you're food. Your calcite armor is hard, non-organic. It moves on. You wait until it's gone. Release pressure. Tentacles collapse from exhaustion. You lie flat, all 45 arms splayed out. You survived because your armor fooled it into thinking you were a rock. The hydraulic system, your only way to move, is also why you can't escape anything. The adaptation that saved you is the adaptation that dooms you. Skip forward 8 months. You're larger now. You've learned to stand for days, tentacles extended, waiting for food. You smell blood. Fresh blood. Lots of it. Something died nearby. Something big. Every scavenger instinct screams investigate. A large carcass means weeks of food. You start walking. 3 inches per minute. Other creatures pass you, trilobites scuttling 10 times faster. Small fish darting. Everyone's getting there first. 40 minutes later, you arrive. A primitive fish, 2 feet long, already being torn apart. Trilobites shredding tissue. Small crustaceans swarming wounds. You extend tentacles toward exposed flesh. A trilobite charges, spiny legs raised. You try backing away. Your hydraulic system starts retreat, shift weight, retract, extend, plant. The trilobite moves 10 times faster. It crashes into your tentacles. Spines catch your feeding arm, tear it half off. Pain immediate. Hydraulic system spasms. Pressure drops in multiple tentacles. You collapse. The trilobite returns to the carcass. You lie there, half your feeding tentacle hanging by tissue threads. System can't lift you. Damaged tentacle leaking fluid. Pressure won't hold. 20 minutes rebuilding pressure in undamaged tentacles. Finally stand on your tripod legs. Torn tentacle hangs useless. It'll regenerate in 6 weeks. Right now, you've lost 20% of your hunting ability. You turn and walk away. 3 inches per minute. Behind you, feeding frenzy continues. You burn 2 hours of energy. Gained nothing. Lost a tentacle. Your hydraulic system makes you so slow that even scavenging is impossible. Skip forward 6 months. Tentacle regenerated. 1 year old. You've survived longer than 90% of your species. Then the water changes. Current feels different. Warmer. Wrong chemical signals. Oxygen dropping. Your hydraulic system responds slower. Pressure not building right. Something's wrong. A nautiloid drifts overhead. Stops. Just hangs there. Dead. Tentacles go limp. Body sinks. More bodies appear. Fish. Other echinoderms. Arthropods. Everything dying. Oxygen crash, periodic low oxygen events in Silurian oceans. Your tentacles start collapsing. Hydraulic system needs oxygen to pump. Without it, muscles can't squeeze. Without muscle, water won't move. Without water, tentacles can't extend. You try forcing them. Squeeze harder. Nothing. Your 3 tripod legs buckle. You collapse. All 45 tentacles lie flat like dropped rope. Can't stand. Can't hunt. Can't move. Your entire body designed around this system, and without oxygen, completely useless. 3 days lying there. Not dead, not alive, just breathing minimal oxygen, body-consuming own tissue. Day 4. Fresh water arrives. Oxygen returns. Muscles respond. You squeeze. Slowly water pumps through tubes. Tentacles twitch. Rise. After an hour, you stand. System working again. But you're devastated. Body consumed muscle to survive. Weaker. System slower. Tentacles don't extend as far. The hydraulic system that barely keeps you alive can fail completely. It's not reliable. It's just all you have. Skip forward to year 2. You've survived the oxygen crash. 2 years old, ancient by seafloor standards. Chemical signals in water. Another of your species. Close. 3 hours walking 200 feet. You find them, another Sollasina on tripod tentacles hunting like you. You move beside them. No communication. Just biology. Both release gametes. Thousands of eggs and sperm pour into water in cloudy streams. Mix. Fertilize. Eggs lighter than water immediately float upward, rising toward surface, toward where every filter feeder waits. You watch them rise. Your offspring. Thousands of them. Most eaten before hatching. Ones that hatch will sink like you did. Most die before reaching seafloor. Survivors must learn hydraulic system. Most won't figure it fast enough. You're condemning thousands of children to almost certain death. Release gametes and hope 3 survive. Other Sollasina walks away. Tripod tentacles moving. Extend, plant, shift, retract. 3 inches per minute. Disappearing into darkness. You turn back to your feeding spot. Start slow, walk home. Vibrations in mud. Something big, fast, from behind. Eurypterid, 4 feet long. Predator speed. You're exposed. Open mud halfway between spots. No cover. You try running. Hydraulic system moving faster than ever. Extend, plant, shift, retract. 6 inches per minute. Pure panic. Eurypterid covers distance in seconds. Spined legs grab your tripod tentacle. Start pulling. You release all pressure in that tentacle immediately. Goes completely limp. Eurypterid pulls expecting resistance, but tentacle slides through legs like wet rope. You collapse, 2 tentacles extended, 1 limp. Eurypterid probes the limp tentacle. Calcite plates, leathery tissue. Nothing soft, nothing easy. It releases your tentacle and moves on. You lie in mud 30 minutes. Finally, rebuild pressure in all 3 tripod tentacles. Stand. Resume walk back. You survived reproduction and predator. But you learned moment you leave your spot, moment you try anything beyond standing and waiting. Your hydraulic system makes you completely defenseless. Just too slow to escape anything. Skip forward 6 months. 2.5 years old. Shell scarred. Several tentacles regrown. Hydraulic system weaker, but still alive. Still hunting. Still standing in your spot. You've mastered survival in darkness. Know when to move, when to freeze. Know which tentacles to extend for different prey. Know how to maintain just enough pressure without exhausting yourself. Crustacean drifts toward you. Perfect size, perfect speed. You extend feeding tentacles at exactly the right moment. Close around it. Pull toward mouth. Jaw opens. About to eat. Something falls from above. Single particle. Lands on your shell. Then another. And another. Hundreds. Water filled with falling sediment. Not marine snow. Something hard. Sharp. Wrong. Volcanic ash. Within seconds, it's everywhere. Thick. Choking. Coating every surface. You try continuing. Pull crustacean toward mouth, but ash falling into tentacles, landing in gaps between calcite plates, getting into tubes where hydraulic system operates. You try maintaining pressure. Keep tentacles extended, but ash acting like sand in your system, clogging tubes, blocking water flow. Muscles squeeze, but water won't move because channels filling with volcanic sediment. One tentacle loses pressure, collapses, then another, then another. You try desperately clearing the system. Squeeze harder, force water through clogged tubes. Doesn't work. Ash too fine, too much, filling every channel, every gap, every space where water needs to flow. Your 3 tripod tentacles start failing. You feel them weakening. Try holding pressure. Try staying standing. But hydraulic system shutting down tentacle by tentacle as ash clogs tubes. Left tripod leg collapses. You tilt. Try compensating with other 2. Rear leg fails. Balancing on 1 tentacle now. Body tilted steep. Feeding tentacles still extended. Still holding crustacean locked in position by ash-clogged tubes. Final tripod tentacle gives out. You collapse, but don't fall flat. Tentacles locked extended by ash. Frozen in position, some up, some sideways, some down. You land on side with tentacles sticking out all directions. Still holding crustacean in feeding arms. Still trying to complete feeding motion you started 30 seconds ago. You try one more time. Squeeze muscles as hard as possible. Force water through clogged system. Nothing. Tubes completely blocked. Hydraulic system dead. Ash keeps falling, piling on shell, coating tentacles, burying you. You feel it accumulating, getting thicker, turning to sediment, being entombed alive in volcanic ash while trying to eat a meal you never finished. Last sensation is weight, ash hardening around your body, 45 tentacles locked in extended positions, jaw half open, 5-toothed mouth still holding prey you'll never swallow. You die like that, tentacles extended, frozen mid-hunt, perfectly preserved. 430 million years later, scientists find you in England. They'll grind your fossil layer by layer, photographing each slice, digitally reconstructing you. They'll see 45 tentacles, your internal hydraulic system, the tubes that pumped water. They'll name you Sollasina Cthulhu after a fictional monster. What they won't write, your calcite skeleton trapped you on the seafloor. Your hydraulic system made you the slowest creature in the Silurian. Your 45 tentacles were useless except for standing still. You spent 2.5 years at 3 inches per minute. Survived oxygen crashes, regenerated torn tentacles, reproduced by abandoning thousands of children. Then volcanic ash clogged your hydraulic tubes and froze you mid-feeding. The system that saved you became your tomb. But believe it or not, there's an animal with an even worse life than this. Watch that story next.